expedition this morning. I'm shooting my favorite 12 gauge. It's the one that you probably saw me using on the clay target episode. This is my Winchester over and under model 96. The 96 was the precursor to the 101, and I've got this one chambered in skeet skeet, and it is just an ideal dove gun.
Right there above us.
There's one. Got to start somewhere. There's the first one.
Well, so far this morning it's been kind of slow, but we're getting doves. I know Greg's getting quite a few over there. We watched him knock a couple out of the sky. Let's see how this ends. Oh, I flew right over their heads. So that one flew right over their heads.
Coming to you, guys. Coming to you. Straight up.
Buddies. Got one that's gonna work.
So we've got a pile of dove here, quite obviously. Everybody's got a different method to clean dove. Everybody's got a different method to cook dove. I'm going to show you my method, and then Preston will show you his method, and then we'll get them cleaned up, and he's going to take a pile and fry them up, and I'm going to take a pile and grill them up, and you'll see that right after we get through cleaning the birds. So here we go. I start with 2 snips. And the 2 snips are just designed to get rid of the wings. Once the wings are off, I'll come in here underneath and I'll find the bottom of the breast, stick my thumb right up in there, and then I'm just going to remove the breast from the rest of the dove. Now it's just a matter of getting the feathers off. And it doesn't matter whether you grill them or fry them, we're going to show you both ways. But what I'm going to tell you is, that's one of the best 2 or 3 bites of wild game you're ever going to have. I'm going to put mine on the grill in just a minute.
Now how I do mine, to bring my thumbs in, just push that feathers and stuff so I could see that breast. Kind of a messy, lots of feathers, but now you can see that breast showing. Pulling all them feathers back so I can see. What I'll do is I'll stick my finger right here underneath that breast, pull up. Now here you have your 2 wing bones connect. Sometimes you can just bring your finger in there and pop them, but it's better if you have snips. Pop that one off, go to your other side. Pulls out, get rid of all the feathers. There you go, you got a nice little dove breast. That's how I do mine. Hey, I got home. I cleaned up the dove breast, and now I'm getting ready to debone it. It's been a couple hours. It's been sitting in the fridge cooling, so I can take a shower, get kind of ready for this. I got my new knife, or a new blade for my knife. So you want a sharp knife for this. And when I debone it, I'm gonna put the meat in here, throw the scraps away. So let's get to it. I am about ready to debone this breast from this dub this morning. And as you can see, you have this line right here, kind of like the old sternum. What you're gonna do is take your knife, make sure it's a sharp knife, go right down that. Just follow it right down. What you do is you open that up. You can see you're peeling back that meat. You're just gonna take your knife and kind of work it right off that bone. Take it right off. And there you have it, a deboned dove breast. And do the same on the other side. Right down it. It's okay if you get a little bit of meat left over here. Kind of cut that one a little weird, but go down through here, do the same thing. Cut right off that meat. Not too bad. Another breast. Okay, so I got all the breasts that are deboned. I put some water in there and I'm gonna zip it up, put it in the fridge until I'm ready to cook. Here I have everything ready to prep for cooking. I have 2 bowls. One I use for the batter mix, which is fish batter along with a little bit of flour. I also add black pepper to it as well. In my second bowl I mix 2 eggs in with milk. And then with my dove breast laid out, I start to tenderize them. I dip the breast in the milk and egg and then go straight to the batter. I'll do this twice to have the nice thick breading to these breasts, and then I'll lay them out on a plate for the fryer. I set my fryer to 375 degrees and get ready to start frying. I'll cook these breasts for approximately 1 to 2 minutes until I get that breast cooked to a nice golden brown.
Ooh, yeah.
I've got my half of the dove ready for the marinade, ready for the grill. Here's how I'm going to do it. I've got my dove ready, and I'm going to put Italian salad dressing on my dove breast, on my clean dove breast. I'm going to tell you why I use Italian salad dressing, and it doesn't matter which kind you use. But between the vinegar and the oil and the seasonings and spices, I have found that if you're going to marinate wild game, whether it's dove or deer or whatever, the combination of spices and seasonings along with the oil and vinegar in Italian salad dressing is the absolute best you can do on wild game. So I've got my dove covered. I'm going to put the lid on here. I'm going to refrigerate this for a few hours. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to wrap each breast in bacon, and when I get that done, we'll walk to the grill. I have my dove breasts. They've marinated. They've been wrapped in bacon. They are now ready for the grill. I've got the grill lit. I'm going to put these on the top rack. I'm not going to put them on the lower rack. I want them to cook slowly. So I'm going to put these up on the rack. Another reason that I put them up on the rack is if I put them down on the grill itself, as the bacon cooks and the grease comes out, I have more of a fire than I need to cook these. I want these to cook slow. It's like every other wild game that I ever cook. I do not want it well done. I don't even really want it medium. I just want it cooked through and through. The flavor that gets added to these succulent little nuggets from the bacon just makes them melt in your mouth. And you're right, I know what you're thinking. Man, that's not much meat. But those 2 or 3 bites on a grilled dove breast is some of the best 2 or 3 bites you will ever have with wild game. The next time you see these guys, they are going to be beautiful. I can't think of a better entree for a fall meal than morning dove off the grill. It completes a perfect meal.